right, man. Welcome to another Remedy Live. Chris, tonight is a great episode.
Oh,
like it hasn't happened yet, and I already know it's going to be a good one.
I've been looking forward to it all day.
Yeah. Hey, if you're watching, make sure you comment your name. Let us know you're here. I know lots of people are doing that in the YouTube feed already. Hey, Chris is watching the show too. That was awesome.
It's fine. Let's keep going.
It's like, wow, I'm hearing myself.
Yeah.
Chris, tell me about your not coffee mug today. There is no hot chocolate in that.
There is no hot chocolate in here because it'd be strange. This is more of a tumbler.
Yes.
And it's got the cats on it, like K-State on here. And it is probably the most difficult beverage container to drink out of that I have.
Okay. That's why you waited till now to bring it on the show.
Yeah, it's shockingly hard to drink. Like this piece where you're supposed to like drink out of is like massive.
Yeah,
and you gotta like really like kind of like smile and wrap your face around it. It's hard to drink out of, but it has K-State on it, so I usually just keep it at my desk so that way everyone knows.
Yeah,
that I'm a K-State fan.
I have cups in my office that I never drink out of, but it's like I want people to see that. Yeah. So,
well, most of the ones I have in my office are holding pens. So,
or I have one that holds business cards.
Ooh, I have one that holds cough drops.
I have one. Yeah, I can't beat you. A buddy of mine. So, what I got today is again one of those Starbucks, travel mugs. Quite a few. I like because they're so cool. This one is Canada. So shout out if you didn't know, my oldest brother,
Canadian.
His wife and 3 daughters live in Canada, and so we visited them a couple years ago up in the Great North.
Did you see all the meese?
All the mooses, the moose. Yeah, we were up there, and so you got to get a mug and this. Oh, I'm spilling because I filled it up with so much water, and so it's just a great mug. So remind us of our times there. Great trip. You have an issue with that big?
It's really hard to drink.
We're having a rough show, Chris.
It's fine.
That's awesome. So I got my Canada mug. But, Chris, next week, my mug, it's going to be pretty great.
I think mine's going to be better.
We'll see. All
right. We'll let the people vote.
Yeah. Got a special little surprise for next week.
I have a special surprise.
I got a surprise.
I don't know what you had.
Hey, a couple quick announcements. First of all, make sure you always follow us on Instagram, Remedy Wichita. All of our announcements are there. Our Devos. Chris, your Devo is today.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So
I'll be able to shoot it while you're doing your thing.
That'll be good. Chris, so
pretty funny.
I recorded my Devo setup for it. You requested it.
I did. I was pretty happy to see it.
Was it everything you hoped and dreamed it
was.
would be?
I definitely giggled.
It's just, I'm kneeling on a couch when I record those Devos. It's nothing special.
Which makes a lot more sense because I always feel like I'm a mile away from the camera and you're like,
and I'm
you have a personal connection to the camera.
Yeah, because it's this close to my face.
Yeah. And I'm like sitting on the other side of the room.
And then the other announcement, this Sunday, online game night. Make sure you join us on Zoom. We had a blast this last time. Played some Mafia, some Quiplash.
That's good.
Always so much fun. Mafia is great. I mean, especially when they try to get you and Caden out in the first couple rounds.
Yeah, Caden and I are always targeted. Doesn't matter what we are, we're targeted.
Yep.
It's strange.
Hey, we got people in the comments saying that they're here. I see Kaylee over here.
Chloe's here.
Yep. Alyssa, Henry. Hey, big news.
Mitch is here.
Mitch is here. Big news for Henry. He's, I don't know if it's public knowledge yet, but he's section leader of the drumline next year.
What?
For Eisenhower. That's a big deal, man.
That is a big deal.
That's a big deal. So shout out to Henry.
Good job, Henry.
Hey, we're celebrating with you. That's an awesome thing. So make sure you congratulate Henry in the comments. Cool. Hey, we do have a couple more announcements, but for this.
Hold on.
Oh, yes.
Hold on.
What do you got?
On last week on Thursday, I had my Subway experience.
Oh, yes.
From last week.
Yes.
And I will say it was better than what I remember.
Okay.
I still would not choose it over other sandwich places.
Hey, but you chose a good sandwich, though. Like Rebecca and I were watching. Yeah. And it's like you chose the Subway Club and you put
Subway Melt.
And then you put Southwest Chipotle on it, which is great choice. Yep. You did good.
And pepper jack cheese.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the pepper jack.
I like the American there, but Rebecca likes the pepper jack.
Oh, okay. Well,
we were watching. We were like, "Hey, good job, Chris. You did well."
Yeah, I mean, it was a good sandwich. I wouldn't actively go after it I wouldn't seek it out if it wasn't there. But if it was there, then I'd be like, sure, I'll eat it.
Yeah. Or if you're in like some random small town and that's the only sandwich option, you got lunch.
And I'm really craving a sandwich. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I did see you walk in with Jimmy John's today.
And
yesterday. Usually every Tuesday and Wednesday, you're rocking the Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's is good,
man. Those are the only days I actually see you in person now, and you have Jimmy John's both of those days. So I don't know what to think.
I don't know.
Hey, we do have a couple more announcements, but for this, Chris, I need you to actually give up the couch because we have somebody of high honor that needs to take the throne. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pastor Marc Coffin. There you go.
Hello.
Man, the studio audience is going crazy for you.
I figured at least the guy back behind the computer would give me something.
I mean, did you pay his allowance today?
I don't know.
Or did you provide a house for him?
I did.
Week? Okay.
The story is, though, I have to give him, if you don't know, I have to give him money every time I use him in an illustration.
But this is not a sermon.
It is not. It is not.
Got any good Caden stories for us today?
Some good Caden stories today. I don't think I have any good ones today.
No,
he's hanging out, just chilling. He's done with school now.
Yeah.
So it's exciting right at our house. He's done with school. He's now a junior. Can I say that? He's a junior.
Wow.
His mom doesn't look that old, does she?
No.
I know. I can't believe it.
Hey, welcome to Remedy Live, though.
I'm so glad to be here, man.
You're probably one of our biggest fans that we have. You've watched every episode.
I have. Yes, I've been physically present for every episode.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you're in your office watching
true,
it, like down the hall, but
I am.
Yeah.
But I think you've done a great job. I think when this whole thing started and we had to change up how youth was done, you came up with a great creative idea. You and Chris were working on all this, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah. We had about 2 days notice, if I remember correct. You told us on a Monday that things have to change for Wednesday.
Yep. About the same amount of time we had to change
exactly.
for Sunday as
That's
well.
That's true. But yeah, it's gone really well.
It has, and it's going to be hard, but it's leading us to some good news. I don't know if everyone knows out there, but we are planning for in-person service on Sundays starting on June 7th.
June 7th.
That's our goal.
That's the goal for the Sundays back.
Sundays back, 1 hour service starting at 10 a.m. So,
and that's all the kids, nursery, everyone is in the sanctuary together.
Everybody back together. So we're planning. You're in the meetings with us, and we've been planning, what will it look like? What do we need to do? But obviously, everything can change. We don't know. Yeah. But it seems to be trending that way. So that's the first piece of good news.
Yeah.
June
and then,
7th.
So for youth, that means we're looking at June 24th.
Yep, June 24th.
So I know it's a couple weeks after that, but like we mentioned, for those first couple Sundays, June 7th, June 14th, everyone's going to be in the sanctuary on Sunday mornings. So it's June 21st when Kids Church and Nursery, that's what we're planning on. So the Wednesday after that is when youth will happen.
We want to be, and we were talking about this, how can it be the best experience for the students coming back as close to what they what they remember? Obviously, everything's changed from all this, but if we move it past most of the phases and hopefully we're past a lot of the social distance, I mean, we'll still have some of it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully get back. So we wanted to wait a little bit longer to kind of give time for people to get back.
Yeah. Because I'll say this, obviously, we all want to come back as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Obviously. Like no one's like, I want to wait as long as, no, we all want to see each other. Yeah. But like you said, when we come back, we want to do it right.
Yeah.
Because if we came back any sooner, then we'd have to awkwardly space the chairs out 6 feet apart.
Right.
We'd have to ask our leaders not to give hugs, even though students, may want to hug, all that stuff. Like we'd have to put in these rules because, we want to honor, people's wishes for social distancing. We want to do it right. But putting it on the 24th, like you said, we're getting it as close to normal as we can.
Hopefully we can.
Yeah.
And hopefully as we get to that point, we'll be sensitive to everybody. Yeah. And there'll be some people that take longer to get back in and they may not want to have a high five. That's okay.
That's cool.
We'll do air high five.
Some people don't want to high five anyways.
Yeah. I mean, some people aren't huggers.
That's
right?
okay.
Some people.
Yeah. And it's like, if you want to wear a mask, wear a mask.
Yeah.
We're not going to make fun of you. No one will. It's like, be comfortable.
Yeah.
But
so we're excited.
Like we said, we want to, when we come back, we want to make sure it is a great experience.
So right now, June 7 and 14 will be everyone together in the sanctuary, 10 a.m. We're just going to we also are keeping our online campus going.
Yep.
So if you can't make it on Sundays, we're going to keep our online campus Sunday mornings going so you can still watch us online. 7/14, 21, Kids Church coming back, Nursery coming back, 24th, for all, I mean, obviously for this audience, the students will be meeting again right here.
Yep. So up until the 24th, we're still doing Remedy Live.
Still doing Remedy Live up till the 24th.
So, but the 24th, we're in person.
Yep.
We're going to make this happen.
Remedy Live.
Remedy Live.
Serious live.
We'll actually have a studio audience.
You will have a studio audience.
I don't know what we're going to do because like they sit where these lights go. And
yeah, where's the camera going to go?
I know. It's going to be weird. But it'll be great. Oh, so excited for that.
So that's exciting news. Mark on your calendars. Don't want to miss it.
So that's the first big announcement.
Yep.
Second, obviously, camp is supposed to be coming up soon. And they've had to move the dates. They, as in the district. So the state of Kansas has had to move the dates, all of this. And if you haven't seen the dates, what they're doing is they're taking essentially 1 week and splitting it into 2 high school camps and then taking another week and splitting it into 2 middle school camps. So they're 4-day, 3-night camps. Which is 1 night shorter than normal. Now, it's happening at the same time as we're trying to relaunch and do all this stuff.
Correct.
So tell us about kind of what we as a church are doing when it comes to camp.
Yeah, sure. So camp is an interesting topic this year just because of all the stuff that's going on. Normally, if you know us, myself, Pastor Michael, we love Wheat State Camp. We love camps. We go to camp. Pastor Jeff with the kids camp. We are excited about the summer and what that means for Wheat State Camp. And I'll say, Darren has done a great job juggling and getting things and getting a camp option available.
Absolutely.
So a big kudos to Darren. He's done a great job getting this thing, and it's been hard. I mean, obviously we're juggling. They're juggling a lot of different rules. Like we are here to have church. They're doing the same thing on a statewide.
And things are changing like crazy.
And camp's a whole nother deal than church.
I mean, camp usually has, middle school camp runs 500 people,
that's a lot of kids.
550 or so in one room. That's obviously not a great solution for today. So that's why things
it's tough. It's tough. So looking at all that and take into account that it's happening right at the same time as we're relaunching Remedy, really gearing up to relaunching church. It just makes more sense for all those different reasons for us to not officially send anybody to camp this year. As far as leaders and stuff like that, we will still provide applications. If parents are watching or students are watching and they would like to go to camp, we will provide you the application. We'll help you get it to the district if you need help. We are still going to give you a $35 scholarship per student.
And the cost of camp went down to $180.
Yep.
So like he said, if you want to go to camp, you can absolutely go to camp. In fact, you can pick when you want to go to camp, whatever date works best for you. And like he said, we'll take your applications because we'll give you $35 to go. So do some quick math. You're only having to pay $145 to go to camp this year. That's a record low. That's probably lower than what you had to pay when you were in high school. I don't know. A lot lower. Back in the day. And so, you could still turn in the application steps. We'll get them all that stuff. But like he said, we as a youth group, there's not going to be a week where we're all going, where we're sending leaders. But you can still go to camp. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we just aren't sending any of our leaders. And kids camp, if you want to know, that's not happening. So it's just youth or high school, middle school. But we're just not sending any of our Remedy leaders. But yes, parents, you are welcome to send your kids to camp. AG Kansas is the place. I think it's agkansas.com. You can find all the applications. If you have questions, contact Pastor Michael. We'll connect you with all the stuff you need. But yeah, unfortunately, we've had to shift, and it's been hard for us to come to that decision. And I had to make a final call, and it was hard because I grew up at Wheat State Camp and love Wheat State Camp, but just wasn't the right thing for us to do this year. But we're excited and confident that next summer, we won't have these issues and camp will be happening like normal. So,
and we still have awesome stuff that we're planning.
Oh my goodness!
Summer. So,
have you talked about any of that or no?
I will say for our spring retreat that we rescheduled, I did get a date with them.
Okay, good.
At the end of August.
Oh, you did?
And then,
yeah.
But then they emailed me just a couple days ago. I was about to, we were going to announce the date for the new spring retreat. It was going to be fall retreat. It was all ready to go. And then they emailed, said, hey, we're actually not doing anything at Camp Horizon until after August. So I'm looking around, whether it's a different campground, whether it's different dates and still at Camp Horizon. We're going to make retreat happen. It may be fall retreat. It may be winter retreat.
Early winter retreat.
It may be Christmas Eve retreat. No, it won't be that. But
we said specifically, excuse me, that we wanted retreat to be there. We had, if we aren't doing camp officially, retreat is a big deal that we had to have. And so he's working hard on it.
And then with you guys coming back on June 24th, those first couple Wednesdays, we're just going to enjoy being together, all this. And then about the second or third week, we're launching Remedy Summer Games.
Yeah.
July and August summer games, they're happening. We're making them happen. It's going to be epic.
You don't want to miss that.
And then, we got some other stuff in the works. So even though camp's a little different, it's still going to be a great summer.
It is. You guys are in good hands with all this leadership here. You're going to love the summer.
Yep.
We're going to be great.
Anything else?
No, I just like this. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe I should do something with Chris. What would Chris do? I don't have a case. I would never hold a K-State cup or have a Mizzou Tiger. Ugh. All right.
All right.
Love you guys.
Thanks, Pastor Mark, for joining us, sharing those announcements. And like you said, if you guys have any questions about any of that, let me know. And you can find all the camp information, agkansas.com. They have the updated applications there. And like we said, send them to us. We'll tack on that $35 scholarship, and then it'll all be good. So if you want to go to camp, cool. But we're ready to have an awesome time with everyone back.
Yeah.
It's going to be so good, Chris.
It's going to be a lot of fun, really. I'm pretty excited for it.
All right. So here we go. This week, I asked Chris to come up with his top 5 drinks. You may have seen that on Instagram and Facebook, our preview for tonight's episode, top 5 drinks. So we want to hear your drinks here in a second. But Chris, give me your top 5 drinks.
All right. Now, this may be a little controversial, but that's fine. I was all controversial last week, which is, whatever. So my first drink, this one is just a go-to. If I'm somewhere, don't really have anything that I'm really desiring, I usually just hit this one up. It is Arnold Palmer, and specifically Arizona Arnold Palmer, if I can get one.
Classic.
Arizona makes great teas. Great
and
teas.
you're talking about those tall cans,
yeah.
right?
You can get 2 for $1 at Walgreens every other week. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Love
a good
that
deal.
stuff.
Dylan's had a deal on them not too long ago.
Mhm.
So
you can usually get like those gallon jugs, like 2 for $5 at Walgreens too. I drink a lot of this, like a lot. My grandma keeps a stash in her little apartment thing for me.
Ooh.
Of just Arizona teas. All right, next one.
Mhm.
Call Hall chocolate milk.
Call Hall.
Specifically
I can
from Call Hall.
barely say that. Call Hall.
It's hard to say, yes.
Okay.
Call Hall is the dairy department's building on Kansas State's campus.
Mhm.
So when I went to K-State, in the dorms, all of the chocolate milk and ice cream was from the on-campus dairy. So, and it's like straight whole milk, straight chocolate in there. It is really not good for you at all, but it is so good.
So good.
I'm not a milk person at all, and you can act like anyone that really knows me knows I don't drink milk really at all, but I will down this. Like, just go to town on it. It's so good.
All right.
So good. Next up, Arizona again, but the raspberry tea.
Ooh.
This one's really fantastic.
You're a tea guy.
I am a tea guy. But this one's really good. It's very sweet. It's very sugary. It's probably not very good for you, but I find it very delicious.
Mhm.
Like, just delicious. Love it so much. Next one. This may be controversial. QT tea raspberry. So tea again, but with raspberry. Now, I will say, Chris, you have the same tea on there twice. But if I am at home, I'm drinking the Arizona tea.
Okay.
If I am not at home, it's the QT tea.
Now, is it the bottled QT tea?
Yes.
Or is it okay?
In the bottle.
Not the one from the switch, because they
it's
do have
two
raspberry.
It's 2 for $3.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not as good of a deal as the Arizona.
No.
No.
It's not. But a lot of times I find myself stopping by QT because they have cookies when Subway does not. And so I can pick up some tea.
Someone's still salty.
I am. My heart was set on those 2 cookies.
Mhm.
Last one, an all-time classic. Absolute classic. Love this stuff. It is water.
What?
Water. Love water. Like, guys, I really like water. There is only about a 3-day span of the year in which I despise water, and that's when I'm fasting, and it's towards the end of my fast because that's all I've had for a week. But outside of that, water, absolutely delicious. Love it.
Is there like specific water? Like, are you just drinking out of the tap in the kitchen, or
I have like
do you have a purifier?
I have like the purifier thing. Yeah. Now my favorite water is from my best friend Alex's parents' fridge. Yes.
Okay.
So you guys know Alex. I've talked about Alex. His parents, their fridge has phenomenal water.
What kind of fridge do they have?
I don't know, but I look forward to for 4th of July for multiple things, but one of them is I get water from their fridge.
I'm just trying to picture the thing that Chris is most excited about on 4th of July is going to someone's house, going into their kitchen, and getting a cup full of water.
Seriously, what I know, whenever I go to their house, usually I instantly walk in, I say what's up, I walk up the stairs, right into the kitchen, keep walking straight, grab a glass, and then go immediately to their fridge and get water. Wow. Because their fridge water is great.
Do you like ice in your water?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because I'm a lukewarm water person.
That's right. That's true. Because we have bottled waters for worship team here at the church.
Yeah, they're gross.
And they're in the fridge, so they're cold. Actually, half of them are
half of them are frozen.
Frozen.
So like you can't drink it very fast. And it's like I'm here to satisfy my want and need for water, not to just lightly sip it.
See, I like cold water, but not as big of a fan of ice in the water. So
no, ice.
What
and
about
water
you
is
guys?
worse.
Like, how do you like your water? Ice, no ice, lukewarm, warm?
No.
I don't know.
Ice and water is bad idea. Lukewarm. Give me that room temp water, and I will just go to town.
So, Chris, again, make sure you're commenting your drinks. I did not put much input on your drinks because it's very similar to mine because we're both tea guys.
We are.
Not only tea, we're flavored tea guys. Man,
I like my sugar.
There's so many people that don't understand this world of flavored tea.
It's so good.
It is so
in Arizona.
good.
Arizona is easily the top company for all that.
Okay. So here's the first one on my list, and actually probably my top drink right now. In fact, it's the one I always have off camera, but I accidentally brought it on camera, and I noticed it was sitting here until like a minute ago, and I was like, oh no. But perfect segue because we're talking about drinks. This is Kickstart raspberry citrus flavor. Like, all the Kickstarts are good, but raspberry citrus, the maroon one, it's really hard to find these now for whatever reason. I get them from Amazon, and even they run out of stock. But it is so good. Now,
I've never heard of someone ordering a drink off Amazon.
Oh, do the subscribe and save, get them in cases. I got a problem, man.
Next level.
These, let me be very clear, and my friend Drew Barney can give you a dissertation on this.
I like that guy.
Great guy. This is not an energy drink, okay? It may look like one. This is a caffeinated juice beverage, which sounds weird, but Kickstarts were made as like breakfast drinks. Like that's why you have orange and fruit punch.
Is that why it's called flavors. Kickstart?
Yeah, you're supposed to kickstart your day. So it is not energy drink. In fact, in this can is the amount of caffeine that's in a cup of coffee. So this is not an energy drink. I mean, I'll be drinking these at camp, and like people are like, energy drinks are bad. I'm like, Marlene, it's okay. It's not an energy drink because she's one that's always ragging on me and Drew. So, but I love the raspberry citrus Kickstart. I love this drink. It is so good. So, I mean, if you've never had one, I would say come over to my house, but I protect those with my life. So, yeah. Number 2, again with the teas here, blackberry sweet tea.
Oh, that stuff's good.
So good.
That's really good.
Now, I love raspberry tea. Love raspberry tea. But I didn't want like every single one of mine to be teas after the Kickstart. So I did blackberry sweet tea, especially from Sonic. Oh, Sonic blackberry sweet tea is so good. Now, sometimes they go a little heavy on the ice, so I asked for light ice. Sonic, they're trying to save their money, whatever. I don't know. But blackberry sweet tea, Longhorn has really good blackberry sweet tea as well. So
when you order a drink anywhere at places, do you get ice in it?
Yeah.
I usually try to order no ice.
Well, if they're giving me refills, then yeah, I'll take the ice. Now, when you go to Europe or something, which we learned last week, you'll never do, that they don't put ice in your drink. So you would love that.
Wow, that sounds great. What a place.
But they also don't do free refills. So you don't want ice in there. You want them to fill it to the brim.
But if I order a water,
then they'll ask if you want sparkling or flat.
What?
Yeah.
Flat?
You want flat water. That's what you're used to.
Normal people water?
Yeah, sparkling.
What is sparkling?
If we did a top 5 drinks that I despise, LaCroix would be on there.
Oh, 100%. Oh, that sounds gross.
Oh, some of you like it, and I will never understand.
It's like I've never been disappointed so much in my life than when I opened one of those. Because I heard nothing but great things.
Yeah.
Oh, they're great. They're fantastic.
And then the flavors sound good. You're like, this is great.
That sounds good. And I drink it, and I was like, I feel like I've lost a lot of respect for a lot of people. Yeah.
But let's go back to the good drinks.
Yeah.
So let's go back. This is one that I share with you, Arnold Palmer. But I got to be very specific with it. You have to go with the sweet tea and lemonade combo.
Oh yeah,
So
sweet tea. For sure.
Arnold Palmer, sweet tea and lemonade. Chick-fil-A has a good one.
The more sugar, the better.
Yep, absolutely. Now, it's like normal tea and lemonade is good, but it can be better.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Yeah.
Like I could tolerate normal tea, but sweet tea,
that's good.
So good.
That's good.
Next one, I have to give a shout out to what I think is one of the greatest sodas of all time, Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, any kind of Dr. Pepper, regular, cherry, vanilla, whatever, any kind of Dr. Pepper, so good. You know, there's no Dr. Pepper in Florida.
What a great place.
What? Do you not like the Dr. Peppers?
No, I've never been a fan of Dr. Pepper. And then they came out with their 23 flavors ads. And it's like, no, it's one flavor. And so that's just.
Here's a question I have. So you have 23 flavors, but then
it's one flavor.
Say you get a cherry Dr. Pepper.
There's 24.
Is it 24? Is cherry one of the 23? I think it's one of the 23. It's just enhanced. Same with the vanilla. Is it the same or is it just enhanced?
I don't know. I've never been a fan of Dr. Pepper. My mom always liked it.
Wow.
I've never been a fan.
And then last one, I would like to say is a shout out to my college days, but to be honest, I drank one of these yesterday, Mountain Dew. Like it's just good.
The one with the real cane sugar is really good.
I just if I need some caffeine and I don't want to hit the kickstart yet, I'll go with the just regular Mountain Dew, which Mountain Dew makes kickstart.
Oh.
But
okay, you know what? When you're going through the list, I was like, how did neither one of us put McAllister's tea on there?
Oh, it is good.
It's so good. And how did we
remember our first episode, the sweet tea taste?
We did.
That was a great one.
That was good.
If you haven't watched our first episode, first of all, ignore the quality of everything.
Oh, as you guys talked earlier, like we had 2 days.
We had 2 days notice. We had a different TV that was Glare City. Like it was crazy. And so, yeah, this TV we hijacked from the sanctuary.
We did,
and then we have to carry it back up.
Which we're going to move right after this.
Yep. Yes, we are. Sad. So let's look at some of your favorite drinks.
Raspberry Dr. Pepper from Rebecca.
Hey, I've talked about that in sermons and stuff. Like go to Sonic and get a raspberry Dr. Pepper, raspberry vanilla Dr. Pepper especially. It's like drinking candy. It's so good. Mitch likes the LaCroix though.
Henry said crispy chicken water.
Well,
I don't think that's a thing, Henry.
Yeah.
I'm going to call you out right now.
Brayden says Southern style sweet tea. The sweeter the better. Love that.
Absolutely.
Kaylee says, ew, no soda.
I'm not a pop person.
But is it soda or pop?
It's pop.
It's soda.
It's gross. That's what it is.
Soda. My mom grew up in Oklahoma and they called it a Coke. Like, you want a Coke? Yeah. What kind? Sprite.
What?
Yeah. That's what she grew up with. What kind of world was that?
Yeah.
Mitch likes LaCroix.
Arizona green tea is all right.
I like the green tea.
I think green tea is kind of like my last resort for Arizona.
It's good. Like the can with the with the flowers on it.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah. The fruit cocktail is pretty good.
I'll take it.
Like the fruit punch one with like tons of different stuff in it.
Kaylee says the only good tea is some chai tea. Is that tea?
Well, chai is tea.
I guess.
So TT.
Henry says root beer milk. I mean, it's better than his chicken comment.
It is.
And Rebecca mentioned Dylan's old fashioned chocolate milk. Dylan's has good chocolate milk. Like it may not be Call Hall, but it's still
Call Hall is
still
fantastic.
good.
If you guys are ever in Manhattan, stop by Call Hall, get some chocolate milk, maybe even some ice cream. Yep. They have a Royal Purple K-State ice cream there.
Hey, a lot of people have said cold water, no ice. So my people.
I'm halfway there. I'm halfway there.
Yep.
No ice, room tent.
Hey, Sydney and Aubrey say cream soda Dr. Pepper. That's a new one that came out recently.
It's still Dr. Pepper. I don't like it.
It's good. I mean, I'll take a regular Dr. Pepper, but it's still good.
I'd take water.
Yeah. I know the whole Marcello family loves it. Oh, Isabel says, I always have trouble saying this word. You like the Korean words.
Wait, which?
Kombucha?
Kombucha? What is that?
Yeah. I know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Isn't it like fermented something? And I don't know. It's super healthy.
Have you had the Japanese one that has the marble in it?
No.
And like you take the cap off, you have to flip it upside down and like push the marble through into the drink, and then you can drink it. That one's pretty good. Those ones are pretty good.
I obviously have not.
It's like a carbonated fruit drink.
And
it's like in a glass, like a real glass
with
bottle.
a marble.
With a marble. Yeah, they're pretty fantastic.
Okay. Interesting.
Would recommend to a friend.
Interesting.
Fermented with natural probiotics. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, fermented tea with natural probiotics. Yeah, you just said that.
Wow, this is an episode.
You know what's going to make this episode so much better, though? Our special guests.
Oh.
We have special guests today. You may have seen it on the Instagram, on Facebook. We brought on some of our seniors. You know them. You love them. We all love them. Such great people. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Remedy Live, Brayden and Taya.
Oh,
hi, everyone.
Oh, man. So glad you guys are here with us. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah, we're doing great. It's so nice outside.
I bet we're inside.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I guess it's really cool in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. I mean, the air conditioner was on earlier. It felt pretty nice.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. So what have you guys been up to lately?
Oh my. I just kind of started doing a ton of new hobbies so I can keep myself busy because I know if I just didn't do anything, I'd probably actually go insane. So I've just been doing a bunch of different kinds of stuff every week.
Like what?
I've been working on my sewing skills.
Okay. It's good to
I think
know.
that's an important skill to have.
Especially for theater. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been writing a lot of music, which isn't a new hobby, I guess, but just a thing I've been working on more. I've been working on my piano. I've been watercoloring. I tried embroidery, just kind of everything.
Have you tried bedazzling yet?
I haven't, but I'm planning on bedazzling Taya. Every one of her outfits will fully be rhinestones. Just you, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna bedazzle her. Actually, yeah.
Could be fun.
Yeah.
Let's try.
Taya, what have you been up to?
Not that productive. I've been watching a lot of reality TV.
What are some of your top reality shows?
My top two favorites are Dance Moms and Big Brother.
That is awesome. Dance Moms. I mean, I remember I watched some of that back in the day just because I love seeing these ladies go crazy.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah. The AG has our own version of that called Fine Arts Moms. That should be a TV show right there.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Because they, especially in nationals, they get nuts. Yeah. I mean, I get what you guys are saying with the new hobbies, though, especially Brain. Yesterday I built a raised garden bed, and today I planted stuff in it.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Just like, hey, that looks like something I'd be interested in.
that looks like me.
It's totally not me usually. So, hey, I even put in an irrigation system, like drip I'm going fancy.
Dang,
when I do it, I'm going all out.
You're going hard.
I just bedazzled that garden right there. So we wanted to bring on Brayden and Taya because usually in the summer we have our seniors, share a little bit with the youth ministry, come up front, and especially Brayden and Taya have been such a awesome part of our ministry over the past couple of years. And Brayden, you've been worship leader for what, 3 years?
Yeah, I think so.
Has it been that long? That's nuts.
It's been a while.
I know, it doesn't even feel like that long. It's been crazy.
Wow. And so we wanted to bring them on Remedy Live. And I mean, we'll still get to see you guys in person and stuff. So this is not the goodbye episode by any means for Brayden and Taya. But you both just recently announced your college plans, right? So Brayden, you're going to OU.
Yes.
Right? And then Taya, is it pronounced Molly?
It's Malloy.
Malloy. Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's in New York City.
That
though.
sounds very fancy.
Like it's in New York. It's fancy.
Oh, we're at New York. Like what area?
Like Long Island, right?
Yep. It's in Long Island, and then our music theater days are in Manhattan. So kind of both.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
And you both are studying theater, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so cool.
That's pretty.
We're so excited for you guys.
Thank you.
So we wanted to bring them on and hear in a little bit after we ask them some questions and get a little serious. Here in a little bit, we have two amazing performers who also love Disney. So Chris, I thought we had to do a Disney sing-off.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, our hand is kind of forced.
Yeah.
What else are we supposed to do?
Yeah. I mean, we could have had a bedazzle competition.
We could have.
But
could you imagine commentary on a bedazzle competition?
I feel like this will be more entertaining.
Looks like he's going for the heart.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. He's turned around.
Oh no.
That is a Nike swoosh.
She went with the purple rhinestone there.
Oh, good counter by Taya.
Oh no. So here in a little bit, I have a basket full of Disney movies that they are going to compete against each other in a Disney sing-off.
Good. I'm glad I don't have to sing.
I know. It's going to be great. We brought in the big dogs for this one. But we wanted to take some time and just, you could say, interview them, ask them a couple questions about their experience here in the youth ministry, some wisdom they have for you guys as people who are now, graduating, about to move on to a crazy stage in life called college, which is nuts.
Yeah.
College.
It's a change for sure.
It's a big change. Mm-hmm. So wanted to try to get some of their wisdom because these are two awesome people I have huge respect for. And just love them and love that they've been a part of our Remedy family, and they always will be. Mm-hmm. Even when you graduate, you're still part of the family. Yeah. Or you could be like,
I'll come back every time and annoy everyone for sure.
Please do.
I wouldn't expect anything else, Brayden.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
So question for you guys, and this I mentioned to you guys earlier, but how has being part of Remedy helped you in your walk with Jesus? And whoever wants to go first can talk, but how has being part of this youth ministry helped you in your walk with Christ?
A big part of it for me is when I first started coming, I was in, I think, like 6th or 7th grade.
Wow.
And then I kind of went on and off for a little bit and then, started going again steadily in high school. But at the time, I knew I was kind of looking for role models because I was just kind of struggling to find some at the time that I knew were really faith-based, and were genuinely good people that I could trust. And I went to Remedy and I just kind of saw that there. I met so many people that I knew I was like, so this is what godliness can look like. And this is how you can get there. And it was really cool to see examples of, the right way to live and being a genuinely good person. And so that's a thing is I just saw and met a lot of role models that I've kind of modeled my life after. And I hope people now can step up and try to be the role models for, the new people coming in.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Taya?
For me, I was more of like a latecomer coming to Remedy, but I don't know, I grew up in church and I've gone to a lot of different youth groups over the years, but I always kind of ended up stopping going or just eventually I just kind of reached a point where I wasn't going anywhere. And then when Brayden invited me, it kind of just gave me a place to go home and a place where I was comfortable and excited to go every week. So that's kind of what it is for me.
That's awesome. Now, you both talked about how you kind of, have been in and out of youth ministries or came for a bit and then left all this. And I know, we have students maybe that are even watching right now that, may have that kind of attitude towards youth ministry and stuff. What would you guys say to those? Because you went from that to super committed and coming, nearly every week as whenever you could. I know you're busy and stuff. So what would you say to those students now that even in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, whatever, how can you encourage them to plug into the youth ministry?
Well, I know it sounds like kind of cliche, but at the time it wasn't I don't know. I guess I had this stigma that it was kind of dorky or something. And I kind of felt awkward talking about it with friends and in middle school, especially. But then once I kind of started going more steadily, I just realized how amazing it is and how much of a family is, and that we should be so proud of that we have a place to call home and that we can worship together. I mean, that's so awesome. That's nothing to hide from people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Taya, do you have anything? Or?
Yeah, I would say it's really important kind of just to find your people and kind of a place where you're most comfortable, because for me, even with switching around with high schools and everything and switching youth groups, eventually you kind of just find the place and the time where it just feels right and everything kind of just goes into place. So even if it takes time to figure it out, you'll get there and find your people and your place.
Awesome. And kind of along the same lines, what advice do you guys have for the younger students in Remedy? I mean, Brayden, you talked about you're hoping people step up as the example and everything. What words of wisdom or advice would you have for especially our younger students?
I would say find what godliness looks like to you, because I know it doesn't look the same for everyone, and everyone's journeys to find faith and find their relationship with God is different. And so I say don't discredit anybody else for the way they believe. Learn from what they believe and how they practice. And if you don't agree with it, that's fine. but just really find your way to find your relationship with God. I think that's important, that we accept everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Finding what works for you, the things that make you happy, and I don't know, just like don't be afraid to like, I don't know, figure it out for yourself. You can try different things, but just finding what makes you happy and works for you.
Okay. So are there any Remedy moments, whether it's fun moments, spiritual moments, whatever, that stand out to you guys as maybe some fun memories or powerful memories?
You can go first. You had a good one.
Okay, I had a good one. My favorite time that I can remember like ever was our Christmas party, because I just remember like we just like genuinely had such a fun time. And we were like on our trivia team with Aaron, and we were just like messing around the whole time. And I remember that being like the most fun night ever.
I don't believe that Aaron was messing around.
No.
He's not the type.
No, he was. Oh yeah,
He
was fully
us.
committed the whole time.
Oh
Yeah.
One of mine, I have really so many memories, but one that stands out is I kind of remember the first time walking into like a worship band rehearsrsal, and I was so intimidated because I was just I think like
you
a
were
sophomore.
intimidated.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can play for this guy.
Yeah.
I just remember because it was Maddie and Sarah at the time, and they were so good. And I just walked in and I was very intimidated. But the minute we started worshiping, it all just kind of like melted away. And we all just kind of realized we're all here for the same reasons. We just want to worship God and help people praise. And it was just such a cool moment. I just realized how awesome that opportunity is to do. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
I remember, I think it was the first time Brayden like ever led a song or something. We had a girl on the worship team, Alyssa, who she happened to be in the audience that day.
Yeah.
And like you started singing, and she just like looked at me and was like, "What in the world?"
And then she stared at Brayden the entire time.
Yeah.
The end of the whole song.
Pretty sure tears like popped up. Or something.
Yeah. I remember like Taya first coming and sitting there on the front row with Brayden, and it's like, oh my gosh, Brayden has friends. Who knew? But then I just introduced myself to her, and she's been a really great addition to our group here, and it's been great.
Absolutely.
And then this was kind of embarrassing on my part, but I remember when we were talking about Brayden, and we're like, all right, who's gonna lead when Maddie and Sarah are gone? Like who's gonna be that person? And you're like, what about Brayden? And I was like, who? And then you're like, you saw him in a play this weekend. And I was like, what do you mean I saw him in a play? He's like, yeah, he was Cogsworth singing in a French accent with no voice. And I was like, wait, what? That guy goes on what? And then I was like, I refuse to believe it. And then I came the next week and I was like, oh my gosh, that is him.
Yeah, it's him.
Sometimes I think back to how young I was then, and it was so crazy.
I know, it's insane.
Man. All right. Hey, this one question I had for you guys. What's your favorite worship song that we've done? Since, Brayden, obviously you lead the worship. Taya, you love the musics. Do you guys have any worship songs that are just like your jams?
I know that a fault of mine is I recycled the same songs kind of a lot.
What?
No,
not at all.
I genuinely love them so much. And one I know that everybody was probably so sick of hearing was Great Are You, Lord?
Ooh, but we kill that song every time. It's so good.
I love that song so much. And that was one of the first times where I think the first night I led that one, I really felt a connection with the people worshiping, and I could hear them singing back to me. Mm-hmm. And I think I just have a really clear memory of how amazing it was one night to just hear them singing with me. And I think that's why it's one of my favorites. It was such a powerful moment.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, Taya. I just want to add something real fast here. We can get to Taya here. But I don't know if you do. Well, Brayden, you don't have in-ears in, but I always play with in-ears at the drums. And there's times where I will just take them out and just listen. And it's so powerful to be able to hear all the students worshiping and really just following Brayden's lead as he's leading them in the song. And it's great. I love it. I love it to death.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a really cool opportunity. I love it.
It's true. Like scenes like that make me wish I knew how to sing, and but I can't sing at all. But Taya, did you have a favorite song or?
My favorite is probably "What a Beautiful Name It Is." We did do it a lot, but it was always a good one.
Yeah, that song, it's good. It's good. Well, Brayden, I thought you were gonna say "Lead Me to the Cross."
I do love.
I love that song, but I also tend to like the older songs. But
yeah, I do too. I also really liked. I don't even remember what song it was, but we did like some really gospel-y version of it, and I had so fun on that.
Oh, it was an Elevation worship song. It was what was the song we changed up? Oh, Come to the Altar.
Yes,
that
is one of my favorites of all time. I love that.
We had Henry on the tambourine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
man, that was great.
Yes,
that was really great.
Sorry, I just had to walk away for a second for whatever reason. Like my in-ears to hear you guys went out. So whatever, I'm good now. I can hear you guys. That is great. Cool. Hey, I'll go back and watch whatever your favorite worship songs were because I have no idea.
all right.
Now, as we kind of wrap up the questions here, what are some steps that you guys are taking to continue your walk with Jesus in this next phase of life? I mean, college is crazy in itself. And then, so you're going to be surrounded by all sorts of people with all sorts of different beliefs and stuff. How are you planning on, staying strong in your faith with Jesus in this next phase of life?
Well, yeah, I mean, college is just such a crazy change, and especially with music theater. I mean, we're going to be busy a lot just because our curriculum keeps us really busy, and we also have rehearsals and shows and all kinds of different stuff to be at. So for me, I'm trying a lot to make really conscious goals of just like little things that I can do to like read my Bible more or like pray, a little more every week, and just make goals that are obtainable but still push me to just keep focused and never let the distractions kind of take a hold of me and keep me from being with God.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would add also, like, especially right now, since we're in such, like, unique circumstances, something for me that I, like, want to work on is, like, I'm supposed to be moving to New York in 3 months, and that's just, like, kind of scary, and we don't know if that's going to happen. Just, like, and not knowing what's going to happen with, like, the state of the world even. So kind of just, like, trusting, like, things will work out how they're supposed to, and to kind of, like, not worry too much about things, and knowing that I can just, like, trust that it'll be okay, and just trying to focus on doing that, more of that.
Awesome. Very cool. Mm-hmm. Hey, so we got a few minutes. You guys want to do a little Disney sing-off?
Oh, I'm ready for this.
Absolutely.
Okay. Who is going to go first? Do we want Taya to go first? Ladies first?
Yeah.
Taya can go first.
Set the bar super high for Brayden.
All right, so here we go. So I have my basket o songs here. And so I'm going to draw one out, and then you have 5 seconds to start singing a song from that movie. And you can sing as much as you want, whatever. But you have 5 seconds. If you don't know, if you can't think of one, you can pass. But, we're keeping track of who, gets the most songs sung. So here we go. Taya, you'll go first. Enchanted. Go.
Oh, gosh. Wait,
Taya.
Oh, Happy Little Working. Sing a Happy Little Working song. Yep. That one. I don't know.
Can you sing that one for us?
I sing some of it.
Sing it, Taya.
I'll sing a happy little working song. Very little voices, clear and strong. That's literally all I
know. Yeah. The slow song at the end of that movie, the So Close. Oh, that is so good. You're in my arms. Brayden, Frozen, go.
Let it go, let it go.
That's
can't hold it back anymore. That was embarrassing. Everyone knows that song.
Okay, Taya, Pocahontas, go.
Oh, just around the river bend. Yes.
You guys are killing these one lines of songs.
That's about all that I can sing.
Brayden, Snow White.
Oh, is that one? Someday my prince will come. Is that one? Yeah, someday I'll find my love. That one. I love that song.
Yeah. I mean, the only ones I could think of were the Seven Dwarfs ones.
That's the only one I knew.
So I'm glad Taya knew that song was in the movie.
I had no idea.
Okay. Here we go. Cinderella.
Wait.
I know this one.
Bibbidi Bobbidi. Wait, why did I forget to sing it? Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. I don't know how it goes.
See, you all are making comments about Chris and I when we do this a few weeks ago. You have no idea how hard this is. Brayden, Lady and the Tramp, go.
Oh, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
I'm just glad you didn't do the
Is
Siamese
that
song.
song even in that movie?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably an instrumental version. I'm taking it.
Taya, Moana, go.
See the light through the sun in the sky, and it calls me. And something, how far it
Damn.
I know, why am I doing so bad?
You guys are killing this. Man, okay. Brayden, Mulan, go.
Oh, come on.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong with you?
Who is that girl I
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love that one.
Hey, for all you guys watching, comment some Disney movies and we'll have them sing from that. Taya, Toy Story, go.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
Brayden,
You sound just like Randy Newman.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
That is hard.
Oh no! I don't even know if I know a song from that. I steal from the rich and I give to the poor. Is that good?
Is that a real one?
Is that a
Or are you
song?
just- is that a little improv there?
God, I don't know any songs from it.
Let's see. Taya, Tangled.
7 a.m. the usual morning line up, starting the chores and sleep till the boys all clean.
Brayden, Newsies.
Newsies.
Now is the time to seize the day.
Yes.
Answer the call and don't delay. Yeah, you know I got.
Brayden, can you give
Not
us a
the
little?
movies though.
Can you give us a little Santa Fe?
Oh, Santa Fe, my old friend. That's how I sang it. I just kind of yelled.
Taya, Tron.
Something Daft
just
Punk.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I
Just
think
kidding.
it's over. It's something Daft Punk.
Yeah, anything that fun.
Yeah. Taya, Hercules.
Oh.
I won't say I'm in love. Don't say you no. Is that Hercules?
Yeah.
Brayden, Cars.
Rascal
What?
Flatts.
Yeah, Rascal
Life
Flatts.
is a highway. I'm gonna die.
What about Taya, Sleeping Beauty?
Mm.
I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream.
Yeah. Brayden, Mary Poppins.
I'm practically perfect in every way. Thank you.
What? Taya, Aladdin.
A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view.
Very good.
Thank you.
Brayden, Pinocchio.
When you wish upon a star,
that isn't
a
it?
classic.
Taya, Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
That's cheating.
Brayden, Tarzan.
Oh, son of man, look to the sky. I love that one.
Taya, Little Mermaid.
Under the sea, darling, it's better down there. It's what to take it from me.
Brayden, Jungle Book.
The bare necessities of life will come to you. I don't know much of that song.
Taya, Peter Pan.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I know.
Come on.
I'll never smile at a crocodile.
Brayden, 101 Dalmatians.
Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil.
Taya, Winnie the Pooh.
Oh gosh. I don't know if that has songs. It has to.
Is there songs in there?
Winnie the Pooh. Winnie
Oh.
the Pooh.
Sure.
I know that's not that one.
That's like a Dora the
All
Explorer
right,
song.
and both of you finishing up Lion King.
It's the circle of life.
I thought it would have been easier to go to the natural duet of "Can You Feel the Love Tonight," but
Probably. It's not evening yet. We'll have to wait for that one.
Yeah, the sun's still up.
Hey, so as we wrap up, and you guys can stay with us till we wrap up here.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
So, just a reminder: this Sunday, online game night on Zoom. So much fun. We'll have the link on Instagram, Facebook. So great. 6:00 on Zoom, and then so June 24th, we'll be back here in this room.
It's good. We have a lot of work to do.
Brayden's been practicing his piano.
He has.
I have.
So get ready for that. And hey, as we wrap up, let me just pray for you guys. Pray for Brayden, Taya, our other seniors. Again, this isn't goodbye for them or anything. We still they'll be with us until they have to move away in August. So you're still stuck with them. But let's pray, and then we'll be done. So here we go. Father, we thank you so much for today. God, thank you that we could come together, and even though it's still through screens and cameras and everything, God, thank you that we can still have fun, that we can still be a Remedy family together. And Father, while we look forward to being back together in the same room, I just pray that you would encourage and strengthen every single one of our students today, every student and leader, whether they're watching or not, God, that you would continue to move in each one of their lives. God, specifically for our seniors, Brayden, Taya, and the other 6 that we have from our church and our youth ministry. God, I pray that you would continue to move and do powerful things for them, strengthen them, give them a clear path of guidance as they trust in you with all of their heart. So God, we thank you for today, and we love you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
So we love you guys. You're awesome. And we're looking forward to seeing you Sunday night, next Wednesday. And then, of course, Chris, June 24th, right in this room.
Yes.
It's going to be so good.
So good.
You get to hug Brayden and Taya if they want it.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll hug anyone who wants to hug.
Okay.
Just,
Yes.
we're not forcing hugs on anyone,
No,
but
no.
it's going to be hard not to hug, when we see everyone.
That's fair. Yeah.
So we love you guys. You're awesome. And we'll see you guys later.
Bye, everyone.